In this weekend's video, we are installing a full titanium JDM rear Tomei exhaust in preparation for our JDM rear bumper. I can't believe I just said that. Alrighty, so for this weekend's video, as you guys saw by the intro, we are installing a JDM fully titanium Tomei exhaust, which is one of my dream exhausts to have on the Evo, and honestly can't believe I even have this in the same room. I'm gonna cut this short, straight to the point. Let's unbox this beauty because I want to see it so bad. I've been waiting so long for this. This is completely back ordered everywhere in all of the United States. I was lucky to get one of the first ones because I ordered it right like as soon as they went on out of stock. So we got it super early. So let's get to unboxing this Tomei exhaust. All right, here we go. Dude, holy shit, dude, this looks so, oh my god, it's so light. Dude, how is this possible? Dude, like, the quality on the Tomei is insane. I literally feel like I'm playing a video game. Like, I've always said that on my Instagram, but the fact that I'm unboxing a Tomei right now for my Evo build is just insane to me. I don't know if some of you guys get me, but it literally feels like I'm playing a video game in real life. Let me show you guys this. Like, look at this awesomeness. First of all, the one thing I first have to point out, look at how light. Like, I could literally toss this around. This is not even like maybe 3 pounds, not even. And then the welds, it's insane. Like, for the price, you won't get a better exhaust. At least I think so, titanium. And then, first of all, this is humongous. Super light as well. The fact that I'm grabbing it with my hand, look at the quality. Like, just look at that. Insane. Anyways, I'm so sorry if this turned out to be super long. I was literally admiring just how nice this exhaust is. It's so light. It is literally light. I think it's 13 pounds overall. Probably my exhaust right now is way over that. It's, I think, stainless steel. So let's go ahead and install this bad boy on the car. So I just got the card all raised up, and now we are going to start by removing the exhaust, the old one that I had. Again, I had a Buddy Club exhaust, which was actually pretty good. It does have a resonator in the middle, which makes it a little bit quiet, but it was pretty deep and pretty loud for, you know, for the exhaust it was. So let's go ahead and remove this exhaust. It should be 2 bolts by the downpipe. Then gonna remove these 2 bolts here, and then just the hangers itself. I don't think I need to explain this, but should be pretty simple. Make sure that you do watch out with that last gasket if you're gonna reuse it. But gonna go ahead and remove all of this. Enjoy the time lapse. Old exhaust is completely out, and holy crap, is this thing so heavy. I need to like weigh it. I need to figure out how to weigh this thing because it is super heavy compared to the Tomei. The Tomei doesn't weigh nothing at all. I think it's like 11 or 12 pounds. So I'm gonna see if I can weigh it. I don't know what I could use to weigh it that fits everything, but I'm just gonna see how much it weighs, and I'll let you guys know the difference. In the back part, and we are at about 12 pounds just in the back. 13 actually, to be exact. So 13 pounds for this. And I know that that's not super accurate. Now, let me check the rear. So this one is 15 pounds. So 15 plus 13, 28 pounds in total. And I think the Tomei weighs around 13 pounds, which is more than half of what this weighs. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna weigh the Tomei exhaust so I can get the exact weight. This Tomei exhaust is at around 4 pounds. Yeah, so 4 pounds in the rear. This one is divided in two. So this is one of the pieces. This doesn't even weigh anything. So I would say 2 pounds, maybe. Let me put it actually above so you guys can see that. 3 pounds, let's call it 3 pounds. So we are at 7 pounds total. Now for the mid pipe, which is light as hell as well. Oh my God, this is not even 3 pounds. 3 pounds, so 10 pounds overall. That's insane, like insane. How accurate my scale could be, but I weighted all of them and this is equal to 10 pounds compared to 28 pounds. So that's a third of the weight. So I'm basically removing 20 pounds off the car for a better exhaust. Again, with this resonator, the Tomei is straight pipe all the way to the rear. So we should have better flow and we should save 20 pounds of weight. So plus all the way around. So time to install the Tomei. First things first, make sure that you go over the manual and read everything that is, nah, I'm just kidding. They have it in English. So make sure that you have all the parts. They basically put a list down of everything that's included in your packet. Make sure that you have everything beforehand because it will suck if you're installing this and then you're missing something. But the way they put it, it's super organized and simple. Everything is it's in its own plastic. So you should have everything. And now that I checked that I have everything, I think what I'm gonna do and the way I'm gonna go is I'm gonna put these two together. So basically the entire mid pipe all the way to the end. I'm gonna do it here in the table, that way it's easier. This only weighs like 7 pounds anyway, so it's not like it's gonna be heavy. So I'm gonna put it together here on the table and then I'm gonna go underneath the car and put everything. So just make sure that you use the correct, for example, gasket, you use the correct nuts, just follow the instructions. It's pretty simple. And it's just literally exactly how you remove your old exhaust. If you do have an aftermarket exhaust, it should be pretty straightforward and simple and to the point. So the Tomei exhaust is ready to be installed. This is what I meant by assembling it here in the table. I basically put the springs in, match the pipe. They call it pipe B and pipe A, mid pipe or whatever you want to call it. Basically put the springs now that it's on top on the table. I don't have a lift, unfortunately, so I do have to get underneath the car, which is a little bit uncomfortable. Now everything is assembled. I'm gonna be putting this pipe first, so putting the 2 bolts, the gasket. After I put those 2 bolts, I'll try to figure out this hook right here and the bushing it came with. And then once all of this is assembled, then I'll do this and we're basically done. So let me put this one underneath the car and then we'll get to the main part, the beauty of the Tomei. I'll show you guys real quick how light this exhaust is. I could literally, if I wanted to, carry this with one finger. It's gonna be kind of hard to balance, but you guys could see like this is literally super duper light. Like I'm not even kidding. This is exactly, we already weighed it. This is 8 pounds in total. All of this is 8 pounds. That's insane compared to what I had before, which was probably like around 20 something pounds. Anyways, let's get to installing this. So it is now the next day. We ran into some small issues with this grommet install. We're supposed to have a stock grommet collar. I didn't have that. Obviously, I had another aftermarket exhaust, so I guess they switched that out, and I didn't have that in particular. You may have it. What I had was this bracket, and it had just 2 bolts. There wasn't no grommet, stock grommet collar. So the hanger itself and the bolt that Tomei supplied was too long. I guess there's like a spacer just like this. What I did was go to Lowe's and I literally bought a spacer that fit exactly like the one they provide. Installed this, and then I also had to cut the Tomei bolt. As you can see, I just cut it a little bit so it could fit flush on the hanger. Now let me go underneath the car and explain where this goes and why I needed to do that. This is where it goes. It literally goes on the second hole. When I was putting it without this bushing was just like that, and then it wasn't, the bolt that I had was too long, so it was just literally hanging. So after I cut the bolt, put this spacer in there as well as the one that Tomei provided. This should sit perfectly flush and we should be good to go with the full exhaust. Then after this, we just have the canister and we are a go. My God, dude, like, I still don't understand how you can make an exhaust look so good. Look at all the welds. And the good thing about it is that with the JDM rear, since it has that like slight diffuser, you can see all of this. If you're looking like beneath the car, like let's say you're driving behind me, you're gonna be able to see all of this. And it just looks so good. Like, I'm so sorry if like I keep emphasizing how good it looks, but that's insane. Like, insane. It looks pretty big. I already mocked up the JDM rear just to make sure that it was aligned perfectly, and it literally fits perfect. Like, perfect gap, like just everything's perfect. Anyways, and then you can see a little bit of the Fortunatos right there peeking on the back. But things to cover. I had another aftermarket exhaust, so I realized that I didn't have nothing that was, you know, OEM. The other exhaust had other brackets, so I had to modify a couple of things. But for you guys, it will probably be way simpler. I wanted to cover this. You have a C-clamp, basically. You attach all the parts to it, and then the Tomei is nice enough to build a stopper. So it literally stops where it needs to stop when you match the pipes. It stops, you put the C-clamp on, tighten it, and then you put the spring to the two sides. Pretty self-explanatory, just wanted to cover it. Bushing here, you will remove whatever you have, put it on the right hole, put the bolt as I explained, and then you get this bushing here. This one you put at the end. Be very careful, you don't want to scratch up your brand new Tomei. And you use this bracket right here with this bushing right here. So pretty self-explanatory. Honestly, very easy install. Anybody could do this. Literally anybody. One thing I do want to cover is on this side. Something I did want to cover is that on this side you do have your rear O2 sensor. I did use some anti-seize and I bolted it up again. Make sure you do that. If you do still have your rear O2 sensor, make sure you put your gasket and tighten these bolts up with the supplied bolts. Besides that, I am good to go. This is my current setup, just so you guys know. Tomei, and then I think this is a Busher down pipe all the way. So it's literally straight pipe all the way. So let's get to the fun stuff. Let me clean this exhaust up. Make sure you wear gloves while you're working with titanium. I'm gonna clean it up with some water and soap just to make sure that there's no oil on the exhaust itself. And then it is time for the moment you guys have been waiting for and that I've been waiting for. Let's start the car up and hear how she sounds. All right, so we are about to start the car, and I'm gonna record my face so you guys can see my expression of how it sounds, and I'm also recording the exhaust itself, but let's see how it sounds. I'm gonna tell Giselle to start the car now. Go ahead and start the car. You gotta start it again. once it finishes warming up, I will actually rev the exhaust. I'm gonna let it sit for like 5 minutes warming up. I'm gonna check over everything to make sure that there are no exhaust leaks or anything like that. So far, it sounds super good and it looks super good. So let me give it a couple of minutes and then we'll actually rev it to see how it sounds. Step on it a little bit, like boom. Has a little bit of like a grumble to it when you let gas go, and I'm assuming when I'm driving the car it's probably gonna have a little bit of backfire to it. This is fucking awesome. Guys, the exhaust sounds amazing. I love it, love it, love it. I can't drive the car yet, which I really want to. I'm installing the JDM bumper currently, so that's gonna be next weekend's video. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure you do so. The exhaust sounds amazing, it looks amazing, and most importantly, I'm saving 20 something pounds compared to my previous exhaust. And for the track, that is major, major, major. Anyways, like I said, hopefully you learned something. Hopefully this helps you install the Tomei exhaust. I'll see you guys next weekend with the JDM bumper installed and actually driving the car to see how it sounds. Hopefully it has a couple of pops. If it doesn't, then maybe once we tune, we'll hear a couple of pops with the new tune. Anyways, hope you guys have a good day, keep grinding, and I'll see you guys next weekend. Take care.